Hi friends, it's Nancy, and we are going to talk about where we're at with the Edith Holden project. So this is what we have left. In the double pages we have 20, 23, on the back 22. So that has March and that has April. So I want to keep this for a signature. We have 57, 56, 57, and 70, 71. So that has May and June on it. I want to keep that as a signature. I'm planning on a 5 signature book. So I have 3 more double pages. So this is page 63, 64. This one is 27, 32, and this last one is 60, 67. Okay, so those are all getting put aside to be used in the signatures. Single pages, well, I've still got this corner from page 42 that has these marsh marigolds on them. This is kind of cute too, but I think I'm going to go with this one. Page 20, I have not thought of anything to do with this. So this might be just going into the scrap pile. I mean, it can be used to make tags, you know, to stiffen up other pages, what have you. So this is not going to be used. If you had an idea for this page, go ahead. Go for it. I'm not going to come back and say, hey, I changed my mind. We're going to use page 20 to make blah, blah, blah. So what that leaves us with is page 34 that has these violets on them. We have page 52 that has these flowers. These look like buttercups to me. They're called something else. These are dead nettles. Ooh. And page 68, so that has a buttercup, and on the back is these blossoms. So we've got at least 3 more projects to go before we start putting the signatures together. That being said, I mentioned in my last video that I was using this page to make a little notebook, and that I tried it twice and it wasn't going well. I guess not in my last video, but the February in review video. So I made this little notebook. I'm not thrilled with how it turned out, so we're going to give it a try again tonight. Or at least I'm not thrilled with how the video turned out. Let's say that. So we're going to give it another shot tonight. Oh, I wanted to show you, I got Happy Mail today from Donna. And I've opened it, but I haven't opened it. So she has this package all wrapped up. There's seam binding and a pretty little pin and lots of lace. Look at that. That's hand crocheted lace and all kinds of really cool stuff. Ooh, I like that. And this looks like a pillow or something, and it's got this candle wicking embroidery on it. And there is a journal inside, so I'm super excited about that. But she also sent me some vintage wrapping paper that has pink and blue flowers. It looks very French. Looks very French to me. And she sent me a vintage sewing pattern from it doesn't have a year. I'm surprised. So I'm going to say 1979. That looks like 1979 to me. And she sent me a cute little card, and that's the front of the card. And so I'm thinking sewing pattern card. Oh, I didn't see this. Ooh, so here's a little glassine bag that has vellum on top of it. I'm guessing that's vellum. That's pretty. I didn't even see that. And some checks from the National Bank of Auburn. And what's this? Oh, some little notes with an aloe plant. Little sticky notes. And this is fabric. Oh, so this is like would be on the back of cabinet cards. Yeah, more photography. That's neat. I wonder who makes that. If there is a name in the selvage edge of the fabric, look, I remembered the word selvage. If there's a name, will you let me know, Donna? Because that is really cool. I like that a lot. And she sent me this little field guide of hummingbirds that has writing sort of like Edith Holden. So there's lots and lots of pages, tiny boppers. That is cool. Johnson Books, Boulder, Colorado. And she also sent me this little thing. And again, it's got a really cool pin right there. And all tied up with fancy fibers. And she strung some washi tape on there for me. Isn't that great? I love it. I love this one. It has coffee pots and coffee cups, coffee grinders, all kinds of really cool oh, look at that. That's like a satin ribbon. And some fabric. Oh, that's pretty. Everything looks really pretty together. I wish I could be this decorative. So I was saving this because she said in her card that this was her first coil bound journal. So I didn't want to open it alone. If I can get this pin out, we'll be doing good. Oh. Tidbits 32. Is this a Tim Holtz? That's super cute. I like that. And I like this one too. It reminds me of like a pin you would have on your kilt, but it's just a little shorty. So there's all kinds of fibers here for me to play with. And seam binding, which is like my favorite thing. Ooh, it's even doubled up. I got extra. So I'm right, it was a cushion that had this dove. I'll turn it around so it's right side up. Has a dove candle wick onto it, and it's a really nice muslin fabric. It's got some texture and heft to it. I like that. Okay, take a deep breath. I'm really excited. Oh, look at that. It says May 1902. Antiques. Oh, there's more pins. Oh, did I say coil bound? I meant ring bound. She said it was her first ring bound. And on the back, this looks like the spine of a book. May 1921. Here's a little, I shouldn't say a little boy, but a young man. And there's some German. Handmade because you're worth it. Wow. Oh. Love it. Love it. Oh, and there's one of those fabric cabinet card backs. Look at this. Gorgeous. And inside, oh, I gotta sit down. Oh, I love how you've kept all the dates. So this has got a little notebook here. And the pages, oh, they're pages from a book, because there's some page numbers in here. That's textured and inked. Oh, and here's a picture. It says August 6, 1938, and there's a young lady at the beach. And so much lace. Wow, wow, wow. Does this flip up? Oh, yes. And there's another little photo. Very cute. This is all stitched with a beautiful, that's a vintage button. That's shell. Oh, this is all tatted lace. Nobody knows how to tat anymore. Now, I shouldn't say that because I'm sure there are people who do know how, but I'm sure you don't know anybody. I used to have a patient years ago. She was quite blind. In fact, she only had one eye and couldn't see out of it very well. The other one was glass. And she could tat lightning fast and so accurate. So this opens up, and inside, oh, did I have to open that up? Maybe I didn't have to open that up. Maybe I could have just pulled these out. Look at these tags with the button and lace, these fibers. This one has a sewing machine. And this old, look at this old tag. It says $1.50 on it. Isn't that cute? These are awesome. Good stitching too. Nice, nice, nice. So we'll just tie that back up. Beautiful idea though. I feel like, I guess that's there. And the background is a book page. And it looks like a very old book page. And this looks like silk. This is torn silk. You know what? I don't think we're going to get to that project in this video. I can tell I'm going to have to swoon because this is exactly my style. I love this, Donna. I love this. All of my favorite things. Sewing notions and fabric and lace. Here in an old photos. Look at this one. 1920, May 8th, 1920. And I bet you she's standing in front of a lilac tree. We had a lilac tree in front of our house, and we had our pictures taken in front of that lilac tree every year. And this picture reminds me of that. Gosh, what, I mean, you have really taken time to do some embellishing here. Like this, there's just this narrowest strip of torn paper there. And some more vintage book. And here's a beautifully stamped tag. Beautiful. Oh gosh. A little fabric flip. And the variety here is gorgeous. And this is vintage. You can tell that's vintage. And underneath is a little envelope. And this is a little piece of washi tape. I think this is Michelangelo drawings. I think that's Michelangelo drawings. They look like his kind of designs, and the writing is backwards. Does this kind of flip in here? It does. Oh, well. You could knock me down. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is gorgeous. 5 different layers of lace. And there's even this little fine detail at the top. Gorgeous. And here, there's a little snippet, and it has a little peekaboo window there. Some more satin, and another photo. But these are windows that have been cut out of the paper. Beautiful. Another tag. Oh, look at this. Is this a paper clip? It's a paper clip. And look at the little rhinestones there. How cute is that? Gorgeous. And I think maybe this is maybe sari silk. There's something in there. Oh, it's Napoleon. So this is a vintage letter, French letter, that she's aged beautifully by tearing and inking. Well, it's not really even tearing, it's more like a wiggly cut because the edges are smooth. That is neat. And this paper clip, well, my gosh. And vintage music paper. Oh, and here's another typewriter. Good job. Nice, nice, nice. I love that. Gosh. Woo! Oh, and here's some more collage with vintage book and different papers, and another little cluster up here. It's stitched together. I love that button. Oh, and this is, what a beautiful bow. I need some bow tying lessons. Look at that. Gorgeous. Here's another vintage photo. Oh, this is beautiful. I am so in love with the layers and layers of lace. And oh, I didn't even see this. That little stem. I think it's a silk stem. Yeah, that's beautiful. I love the neutral colors. And here is another fabric flip. Look at this. So I think this would have been from, this is linen. I can feel that. I think this would be like a lace insert in a blouse, a sort of turn of the century Edwardian blouse. And another piece of eyelet, gorgeous. And here's a photo that flips out. Oh, look! And see, this has the picture of the back of the studio card. So this was taken in Lockport, New York, which I believe is probably pretty close to where Donna lives. So that probably is a local photo for her. And here's another one of those gorgeous bows. I'm going to have to dissect that and find out how she did that, because that is absolutely gorgeous. And it's got some pressed wildflowers there inside this frame that's been put together with, that's hand crocheted lace. These are little pineapples, crocheted pineapples. Beautiful. Well done, my friend. Well done. Here is another bow. I will never get this bow to look nearly as good, but this begs to be opened. Oh, look what it does. It opens right up. Lovely. That's lovely. And again, look at this on the edge of the paper. So this is like several pages of paper that the glue is still holding the rips together. That's gorgeous. I will never do that again and think, oh, I've wrecked it, because that is beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. And, oh, January 8th, 1922. I like his cap. Oh, another little paper clip. And it just sits right there. Gorgeous. And another pressed wildflower. That's a fern. Oh, look, it says fern. And more lace. This is beautiful. I love this. There's more of that washi tape. I think this frame, now I might be wrong, I've been wrong before, but I think this frame is from a vintage photo album, from an antique photo album actually. Beautiful. What a work of art. What a work of art. Donna, thank you so much. And this might be your first ring-bound journal, but it's certainly not your first journal. This is a masterpiece. Just a masterpiece. And I feel really... yeah. I can't describe how I feel. I got a gift yesterday. A student that I had, a couple years ago, asked me for a, oh my gosh. I can't think of the word. It starts with an R, and I can't think of the word. Holy cow. I wrote a letter of recommendation for him for law school, and he got into law school, and he was home this week on reading week, so he's just pulling into the end of his first year of law school. So he came to the office and he had a bottle of French wine and a dessert and a bunch of orange tulips, and I said, I you shouldn't have, but boy, I'm glad you did. And again, here I am thinking, I really don't deserve this, but boy, am I ever glad I got it. It is absolutely inspirational, aspirational. I can only hope to be... Does this come out? I think this comes out. Oh, it does come out. There's a little pocket. Oh, and to think, there's probably other things I've missed too. I'm going to have to go through this 100 more times and figure out what I've missed. But this really, really impresses me with the artistry and the fact that you used all of these beautiful, vintage, rare things for me. Boy, I'm glad you did, though. I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed. Thank you so much, Donna. And thank you so much for the other treats, because I'm going to have fun with those too, especially the fact that I had already opened this and didn't see everything the first go round. I'm really excited about this. This little envelope had goodies in it. So I will enjoy those. This is going to get cut up and used. This would make a really interesting journal cover, don't you think? And something along the lines of a book like this with lots of girly, lacy, antique-y kind of a feel. That I'm absolutely overwhelmed. It's so gorgeous. Thank you so much. I'm not going to have time to do this right now. I'm going to close this video off, make myself a restorative cup of tea, and come back and try to do this project. Wow. This is so great. Thank you so much, Donna. I hope everybody enjoyed seeing this and maybe got some really good ideas from her book that you can use in your own journals. I'm so happy I got a chance to share that. So you take care. We'll talk to you again soon.